guys, welcome back to my channel for another video, and today I'm going to be doing a really pretty bridal glowy glam look for you guys. And this is obviously a South Asian, Desi, Indian, Pakistani kind of look. I have an outfit on already with my jewelry and I absolutely love how this look turned out, so I really hope you guys enjoy it and try it at home. I kind of went with a really pretty orange eye and then I added some green eyeliner at the bottom. I've never done this look before, like tried it, but I absolutely love how it came out. Okay guys, so let's get started. I have nothing on my face. I wanted to show you guys completely from the beginning what I do to achieve a really glowy skin bridal makeup look. So I'm gonna get started with moisturizer first, and my favorite moisturizer, as you guys know, is the Origins Drink Up Intensive Mask. After I've moisturized, I'm going to go in with a second moisturizer because I'm doing a super glowy look today. I'm gonna go in with Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. This cream is pretty expensive. I think it was like $160 for this big pot. I honestly would just recommend you guys going with the Origins Drink Up Intensive Mask if you're on a budget. But if you want to indulge yourself in a more expensive cream, you can go ahead for this one. But I feel like they both give you a very similar result. So then I'm gonna be putting this Vasanti Cosmetics Brighten Up Glowing Serum, and this is how the bottle looks like. I find that whenever I put this on, it just gives me a very glowy base. Don't put a lot of it on because then your makeup will slip and slide. I'm just using 2 little drops and that's it. So I like to pat this onto my skin, and this way you're making sure you're not applying too much. And you guys can already see how glowy my skin looks. So I'm going to go ahead and put on my favorite primer, which is the Tatcha Canvas Primer. And let's put that all over my skin. So I put it mainly where I have my pores, which is my nose. And I'm going to put it on my laugh lines and a little bit right here where I tend to crease. So since we're going for a very glowy look today, I'm going to be putting on these glow drops that are going to really glow up my skin before I put on a foundation. So I'm going to be using this Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops in the shade Moonlight. I'm going to add a couple of drops everywhere, and I'm just going to blend that into my skin. You guys can see right away how shiny and dewy it's gonna make your skin look. So this is my like little trick that I like to do, and I love doing this on brides who want like a super dewy look. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead with this Lancome foundation, and this is in the shade 280 Bisque W, and it is called Teint Idole Ultra Wear. I love how this foundation just stays all day. It says it's up to 24-hour color wear and comfort. I've worn it for a whole entire day and night and it's not moved, and it just looks even better after it sits on your skin for a little bit. Definitely recommend you guys try this foundation. I've also used it on a bunch of my clients and they've loved it, and they've asked me like what did I use on their skin. It has medium coverage. It's not full and it's not light, so it's medium coverage and you can build it up, but I love that it still looks like skin even if you build it up. And go ahead and mix this with the same custom FX drops that we applied to our face earlier. So I'm going to take 2 pumps of this and I'm just going to add 1 drop of that. And what that's going to do is just make the foundation even more dewy and glowy. If you guys are wondering, my jewelry is from Precious by Maira, and she's located in Brampton, her store. But you can also purchase online, and I love all her jewelry pieces. They're so beautiful. I went into her store the other day to pick out a couple of pieces and I couldn't decide. Like, she had so many pretty pieces and different collections for brides. So if you are a bride who's getting married and you live in Canada, I definitely recommend you guys check her store out. And also my outfit is from a brand called House of Fiza, and they deliver worldwide. I will also link them below. This specific outfit is a Maria B collection, and they carry all different designers on their websites. You guys can check that out as well. So you guys see, I'm just patting this foundation onto my skin. Once the foundation is on, I'm going to apply concealer, and this is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in color light beige. Okay, so the eyeshadow palette I'm going to be using today is one of my absolute favorite. Every girl needs this in her makeup kit. It is the Huda Beauty's Topaz Obsession eyeshadow palette, and mine is super dirty. I don't even want to show it to you guys, but I'll show it to you. This is how it looks, and it has the prettiest shades. They're like orangey, bronzy. It has shimmers and a couple of mattes. And I absolutely love the shimmers in this. It looks gorgeous. I've done it on so many brides for their mehndi using this palette, and they absolutely loved it. So if you guys haven't tried it, definitely give this out a try. I recently have been craving Thumbs Up. If you guys don't know what this is like the Indian version of Coca-Cola. And then I also have my Lace masala chips. If you guys haven't tried these masala chips, they're so good. I got Liba, Zaina, my sister, Osama, everybody addicted to these chips. They taste amazing if you like masala kind of chips. They're not really that spicy, but it's just like full of flavor. So one of my favorite snacks right here. So I'm going to be taking this middle shade right here, and I'm tapping it on all over my eyelid. I'm holding my eyeshadow brush really low, so you're not like right here and digging into your skin. You want to be very light and gentle with when you're putting on your eyeshadow. It makes a huge difference. So I'm just tapping that on and tapping it all the way out to my temples. So I'm going to be taking this shade right here. So I'm going to take that orangey shade and tap it right on the corner of my eye, and then bringing it up into my crease. And again, I'm tapping because tapping just like naturally blends the shadow. Tapping the same color on the inner corner of my eyes and outer corner like that, and you're gonna leave the inner part empty. Okay, so once we have that shade on both of our eyes, I'm gonna go in with a darker orange now, and I'm gonna be using this shade right here, and I'm gonna hit it right on the inner part. And you don't want to blend the shade in too much. And you're just going to take whatever's left on that same brush and just blend it out all around. I'm just blending out the outer parts of the dark shadow that we just placed with the same brush. I'm just tapping. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this color right here, which is like a really bright gold, bronzy orangey gold, and I'm going to place that right in the middle. And I'm going to tap it in and make sure I stay right in the middle of my eye. So once I've created that line, I'm going to tap all the sides and blend it in. So I'm going to take this eyeshadow now and this one, which is a little bit lighter. Focus that again on the middle, just to brighten it up. Okay, so it should look like this. Once you're done, I'm going to go ahead and put the Huda Beauty Matte and Metal glitter on the middle part of my eyes, and this is the shade Double Pump Latte. And I am taking the other side, which is just the glitter side, and this is how it looks. And putting that right on the middle part of my eyes where we added the glitter. And I'm just going to pat that on with my fingers. You guys can see how pretty that looks. It just brings everything together and makes it pop a lot more. So eyeshadow is done, and I'm going to do my eyebrows now before I finish my eyes. And for eyebrows, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills medium brown brow definer. I'm just going to smoke out the bottom. I'm kind of deciding if I should stick with the same color or do a different color, because my outfit is, I'll show you guys my outfit. Let me zoom out. So my outfit is orange and reddish from the top, and then the bottom, okay, I'm gonna stand on my chair. So this is the bottom, and this is how it looks. It has like this really pretty green work. You know what? I'm gonna do the green. Let's just do it. Whatever. If you guys don't like a lot of color, or you want to do a softer version of this, don't do the green that I'm going to do underneath the eyes. Just do the same orange shade at the bottom and then smoke it out. But I'm going to go ahead and do the green because I just want a little more glam, and I like green. I'm going to smoke out my top lash line, and I'm going to be using this shade, super dark shade from that palette, the same palette. And I'm going to take a really tiny pencil brush like this. I'm going to show you guys exactly how I smoke it out. So I'm going to take this and place it right on my lash line, very close to it, and just tap it on. So once we've smoked out the top lash line, I'm going to use a darker shade, black, right here, and smoke it out even more with the black. Now what I'm going to do is line my waterline, my upper waterline. And I'm going to be using the Vasanti Cosmetics Kajal waterliner in the color Slate Gray. And just lining the top of my waterline. And bringing it into this part right here and stopping right there. So once I'm done smoking out my top lash line, I'm going to go ahead and put my eyelashes on, and I'm going to be using my eyelashes, which are Sanza Beauty. If you guys don't know, I have my own brand of lashes. You guys can go check them out on Instagram at shop Sanza Beauty. So I'm going to be using the style Drizzy. These are such pretty perfect lashes for a look like this, like a halo eye look. They're longer in the middle and then they're shorter on both the ends, so it kind of exaggerates your eyes and makes them look more doll-like. So I love Drizzy for that, and they're not super heavy where they cover your eyes completely, but they're just thick enough to kind of make people notice but still be able to see the eyeshadow behind the eyelashes. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue those on my eyes, and I'll be right back. Okay, so the eyelashes are on, and look how pretty they look, guys. Just brings the whole look together. Okay, so let's finish up the under eyes, and then we're going to add the green that I wanted to add, and then we'll finish up the face. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a lighter concealer underneath my eyes just to brighten up and completely get rid of these lines that are there. So I'm going to be using a lighter shade than before. So at first I used the Too Faced Light Beige to kind of conceal first. And then now I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in shade Vanilla. And it's a lighter shade, and that will give me a highlighted under eye look. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing that I did last time, but I'm just going to put a little bit lesser than the first concealer that I put on. See how I just cleaned up my eyeshadow with the concealer? This is why I like to put the second concealer after I do my eyeshadow. I've recently been doing this trick and I absolutely love how it makes my eyeshadow come out. Okay, so I'm going to be putting a bright green underneath my eyes. I'm going to match it with my dress, and you guys can see the dress bottom is this pretty color, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and use this lighter green color that matches with it. This is from Bourjois Paris, and I got it from Shoppers Drug Mart, and this is a waterproof color in So Loving Green. So this is how it looks, and I'm just gonna put that all on the bottom of my eyes. I'm gonna just bring it in a little bit here. The reason why I'm not putting it inside my waterline is I still want my eyes to look big and wide and open. So just take any nude pencil. I'm going to be taking this one from Marcelle, and I'm going to be lining my waterline. And now we are going to use setting powder and set the under eye so this doesn't move. I'm just taking a beauty blender and dabbing that into there. Starting with my nose, I'm going to press that in. And pressing it in will just make sure that it's set and it's not going to move. You don't have to bake. I just like to do this instead of baking. This way it doesn't get too dry underneath your eyes, and since this is a very glowy look, I don't want to bake because baking just makes you drier. Okay, so now that I have set my face, I'm going to go ahead and spray it with this Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. I like doing this step in the middle before I even finish my face, just because it'll make it dewy again, and then when I put on the blush, the highlighter, it'll stick on better to my skin when it's dewy. So I'm going to go ahead and spray this all over my face. Once I'm done that, now I'm going to go ahead and bronze and put on blush. So I'm going to take the Huda Beauty Tantour Contour Bronzing Cream in the shade Light. And I'm going to be using Huda's brush as well that I got with the Tantour. And I'm going to take a little bit and I'm going to follow my natural jawline and bring it down. And I like to smile when I do it so you guys can see the line, and it just helps get it perfectly right. And I'm going to take the other side of the brush and I'm just going to tap it and blend that into my cheekbone. And you guys can see that perfect contour, and it's not a lot, but it's just good enough to be noticed. It's an easy trick that I love doing, and it just looks super natural. It doesn't look too contoury. It's not all over your face. It's a super clean contour, and I'm gonna now add a little bit of bronzer on top of this, and I'm gonna be using the MAC Give Me Sun bronzer. This is how it looks, and I'm just gonna take a little bit of it, smiling, and just put it right here. So I'm not going to be putting a lot of the bronzer because I want this to be a more softer look for the face, at least, because we went so glam with the eyes. So that's pretty much it. That's all the bronzer I'm going to be putting on my face. I'm going to put a little bit right here and here on the temples and on my chin, right on the bottom, just to add a little bit of shade. And that's pretty much it. And now I'm going to do some cream blush on my face. I've been loving using cream blush. If you guys haven't tried using cream blush yet, you need to get on it. It's so pretty. It looks so natural. It looks like super dewy, and it kind of looks like you're just naturally blushing. So I recently bought this. I think MAC Cosmetics just came out with it, and it's their Glow Play blush, and this shade is called That's Peachy, and it's perfect for this look because it's such a peachy orangey look. This color is so pretty even for like just an everyday natural look. What I do is I take a stipple brush like this, and I'm going to just tap it in there, and once you have enough, I'm going to smile and then tap it onto my skin. I'm not going to scrub it on. I'm going to tap it on. So just on the apple of my cheeks, right there. Guys, see how pretty it is? I don't know if the camera is catching on the shade of this color, but it's such a pretty peach. I know a lot of you guys who were looking forward to their wedding being this year most of the weddings were canceled, and I feel so bad for all my brides. But you know what? Maybe it was meant to be. Maybe you guys needed some more time to plan, and you guys can just use this time to make everything perfect before it happens. 2020 was just, I guess, not the year for a lot of people for weddings. Hopefully this whole coronavirus thing is done by the end of this year, and then maybe we can get some weddings done at the end of this year. But to all the brides who were supposed to have their wedding during this whole epidemic period, I feel so bad for you guys. But don't be stressed, don't be depressed. Some things are just meant to happen, and maybe it's for the better and you just don't know it yet. But yeah, anyway, so once I've applied this blush, I'm going to now add some highlight. So I'm gonna go ahead and put those same Cover FX drops that I put in the beginning. I'm gonna first put this on, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put a powder highlight on top of that. And what this is gonna do is, once I put liquid highlight on top first, it will just act as a base for the powder highlight and make it pop more and actually make the powder highlight stick to something. So what I'm gonna do is smile and just add a couple of drops right on the top of your cheekbones. And I'm just gonna tap that on. I love using this trick. If you guys have never tried doing this, you guys need to get on this. It's so pretty when it like just blends into your skin and looks super natural. You can even just leave it like this. You don't even need to put a powder highlight on top, but I'm gonna do it because I'm doing a super glowy look today. I do this on my brides a lot and they just love it. Guys, see how glowy that is? It's super pretty. I'm just gonna add a little bit on the tip of my nose and right here, and I'm also gonna add it right to the top part of my lips. This is just gonna make our face look super dewy and get that glowy look that we wanted. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put the powder highlight, and I'm gonna be using one of my favorite highlighters, which is the Amrezy highlighter from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I just find that it's like the most brightest highlighter I can find, and I'm just gonna smile. Do you guys see how bright this highlight is? Oh my god. This is why I love putting that liquid highlight on and then putting this powder. It just looks like a dream. So pretty, and it catches the light like perfectly. Okay, so face and eyes are done. Now time for the lips. For lips, I'm going to do a glossy look just to go along with this glossy face that I've done. Okay, so for lips, I'm going to be using a couple of shades. For lip liner, I'm going to go ahead and use the Morphe lip liner, and this is in the shade Sugar Pie. So for lips, I like to overline a little bit, starting from the bottom. I'm going to lighten it up a little bit because this is a little dark for me. So what I usually do is take Anastasia Beverly Hills Pure Hollywood lipstick, and I dab it in the middle and I lighten up the lipstick. And you can do this with any lipstick. I love doing this trick with almost every lipstick that I ever put on. I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Gloss Balm in Fussy, and it's this really pretty pink gloss shade. I'm just gonna lather that onto my lips. Okay guys, last but not least, we're just gonna put on some mascara, and this look is complete. I'm using the Tarte Man Eater mascara, and I'm just applying that to my falsies. And And there you go guys, so this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and let me know what look you guys want to see next. Leave it in the comments below. I've been reading all your comments. Thank you so much for supporting me in my last video. I honestly did not expect it to do that well, and you guys left so many comments and so many of you related to what I was talking about, so it's amazing to hear that you guys can relate with me and you guys actually watch me. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you guys will kind of use the tips and tricks that I showed you guys in this tutorial to create a really pretty look for the next event that you go to, maybe even your actual mehendi. So yeah, I hope you guys have fun and take care of yourself, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!